Hi everyone, Two Crafty Sheilas. I'm Belle. I'm going to start this one off, which is really unfortunate because this is a beautiful kit, but I just need to say that Loz has sort of been talking to me and it sounds like she really isn't going to be coming back to the channel. So it does mean that I am going to be on the lookout for a second Crafty Sheila, because how can I be two Crafty Sheilas if there's just me? So just FYI, you're going to be stuck with me on my own for just a little bit. I am going to try and find somebody else to come and join me. But in the meantime, Loz, I really do miss you, and I wish you all the best, and I hope that you do stay in contact and, don't just disappear just because you don't want to do the channel with me anymore because it's too much. I get it, but just stay, okay? Okay. All right. Now that that's all done, I'm going to unbox this beautiful, beautiful kit. So this one I did get on the Black Friday sales. It's called I'm Not Fat, I'm Fluffy, and it's my Randal Spangler. Now just look at that adorable, adorable little image. Okay, so for Diamond Art Club kits, this is one of the newer style boxes. You can see it's got a big round spot here, and it is more of that pink base, which does mean it is a round. The size of this one was a 55.6 by 55.6, so it's a nice size kit for me. But yes, let's get into it. While I am getting into it, tell me, did you buy this one or is it on your wish list? And also, have you managed to do it? That'd be really impressive. But otherwise, don't forget to put a comment down below. Keep in contact with us. Like, I really enjoy reading the comments and getting involved with you guys. So please do. And also, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And if you do like the crazy that we have here, please subscribe because I'd love to have you around. All right, so I'm going around a Diamond Art Club box, so we've sort of covered that bit. It does have your Unleash Your Artist on the side, and it does have this sort of rendering in the background of what the actual kit is. We've got our how to do diamond painting, what's included in your kit, and then this is just showing that it is a full drill kit, so the entire image is going to be done. It is not a partial. But it does have 46 colours, which is including one AB, or as we like to call it at the Two Crafty Sheilas, one AA, 4 fairy dust diamonds. So nice, let's go. When we open it up, you do get a little sturdier box on the inside, which is nice. It just stops those canvases being quite so squashed in transit, which does happen. Okay, we've got our toolkit. We've got our card with our sticker sheet and our information, and we've got our little trading card. So it is holographic, so apologies guys, it's going to look a bit weird on the camera, but just a gorgeous, cute little image. And this one is a bronze. Gorgeous. All right, in here, this is our little thank you for your purchase, but this is our little sticker sheet. Okay, so we've got our step-by-step instructions. We've got a QR code to get to the app, tips and tricks. Once you've done a purchase through Diamond Art Club, you can join their VIP group. And then this is what the kit contains. And then this is our little sticker sheet. So I'm not fat, I'm fluffy. And you can see 46 colors, 4 of them are the fairy dust, and one of them is that ABAA. And then another gorgeous little image. This is the one that can go in your sticker sheet, so you can pop your start and your end date there. And it does remind you that it's around and the size of it. Just cute. All right, next, let's go through the toolkit. So in here, this is one of those, I'm going to say the silky sort of plastic bags. So it's quite a nice little thing in there. And we get, start with this, we get a little baggie of baggies. So there's not 46 in there, but it's a really good start point. And it's also, this is the advantage that once you've got a little bit of a stash, like I may or may not have, you'll get enough of these. It will be more than enough for you to focus and get through your kits. We do get our twist and pick pen. So on this side, it's your single placer. And so to get it to come down, all we need to do is just wind it up a little bit and it will start to push this through. It does come preloaded with the putty, so you don't need to do that. And then it automatically has a 4 placer on there. You've also then got your putty refill. So this one you can either use to stab your multi-placer, or you can use some of this to refill your pen if you use it all. And then in our tray, we've got our 7-placer. So the 4-placer was automatically what was on that pen. This is your 7-placer, and it is those nice thin ones. We've got a normal single tip if you prefer to use that over your twist and pick pen and use your wax. Now with that wax, it does have a plastic cover on both the top and the bottom. So before you try and stuff that wax, just make sure that we've taken those plastic covers off. And then we've got our Diamond Art Club tray, which also has our lid. So the top just sort of pops off quite easily. This one is actually quite nice, especially for the round drills. It seems to just have the ridges that tiny little bit wider, and it's not a bad tray to use. And this one just clips in, and you can see that it's a little bit ridged at the back. So these are stackable trays. Okay, now let's get into the canvas. So this is your dust cover bag. It does come with the Diamond Art Club on the top with "Do What Makes You Sparkle," which is their motto. All right. Oh, look at it. Just beautiful. Because it's a slightly smaller kit, I am just going to roll it backwards. And you can do that with kits that have the poured glue. You definitely should not do it for the double-sided adhesive, but we can get away with it for poured glue. And this will just make it lay that little bit more flat. Look, honestly, it'll flatten on its own reasonably quickly, but for the purpose of recording, it's just easier if we help it along. How cute. I love the fact that there's a little paw on the bowl. Love that, saying more food, more food. All right, this is our drills. Beautiful. I love that palette. Gorgeous. All right, I'm going to flick this over, and then we'll quickly go through the drill colors just because I want to find all of those specialty drills. Not even too many trains, so this should be pretty good. And in typical uncoordinated bell fashion, let's have a look. Oh, those blues and the reds. Some brighter blues. Ooh, and we've got our first fairy dust. So anything with the Z at the start for Diamond Art Club is a fairy dust drill. And you can see on this one, it's a really good one. There's just that extra glimmer on top. So I believe they use like a mica powder to give it almost like a glitter appearance. And it just makes those drills just that little bit more shiny. Absolutely beautiful. Love that. Oh, there's our second fairy dust. This one's always a much more subtle color, but it does still pick up the light and it does draw your eye to it. So it is still a really nice drill to use. There's our third one. Again, this one's quite a subtle one, and I don't think I've ever seen this one as a fairy dust. I'm interested to see where that one's going because the cat's white. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, 2 bags of 738. 2 bags of 739. Just a little train of this one. Oh, we have our only AB. So here at the Crafty Sheila, we like to call them AAs because we are in the Southern Hemisphere and we call it the Aurora Australis. But everyone in the Northern Hemisphere, they call it the Aurora Borealis. You can see that they've got this really different coating on the top of it, which makes them shimmer and shine very much like the Northern and the Southern Lights. So they can see from these ones, it's a lot more of like the blues and a little bit of the greens, but definitely the yellows. So it's not always reflecting the true color of that drill. So it just gives it a really different appearance. It's quite nice. But I always say that this sort of a color is usually what's in the Spangler kits, usually with these draglings. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes in this one. And then another fairy dust drill. I'm pretty sure that's all of the specialty drills now. But again, this one's a really, really subtle one. It's not one that I've seen done a great deal. but very pretty. All right, fast train very quickly. Oh my goodness, 3 pans. That's it for the black. Pretty sure I can get through that one. Oh, pretty. But so few colors. That's only going to have like a couple on the canvas. Beautiful colors. I always like my Randal Spangler kits just because they are so colourful. Oops, sorry. Oh, look at it. Isn't she absolutely adorable? Oh, I love it. Okay. So let's have a look at the first one, which was our AB or AA drill. So that really different green color. So it's a symbol X. Okay, I can see a little bit of it just around through here. Sorry, the glare's getting you guys. There we go. So just a little bit through on the sides here and up and through this canister. Box. Oh, it's ice cream. Okay, so I'm going to say like a round jar. Interesting. And then over on this one, I'm assuming this says fishy treats. That's adorable. This background of the lighter green, that is all that ABAA. That's gorgeous. And then, of course, in our leaves. So it's the colour that's right next to the darker bit. So you've got a lighter colour sort of around the edges. You've got that AB, and then you've got the darker bits through there. So, and it's going to be on all of those leaves. So that's just going to really bring out that shimmer and shine. Oh, I like that. Well done, Diamond Art Club. Well done. And then we've got our 4 fairy dust. So the first one was that purple. And that is like the, I'm going to say like the upside down T symbol. Oh, so this is, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Is that like kitty chunk? No. I don't know what that's actually supposed to be. Okay, according to the original image, it's kitty chews. Oh, see if it's going to focus. That's not focusing for you guys. I apologize. I really hoped it would. But yeah, kitty chews. Chews is not well done. I think it's probably the best they could do for the size that it is, but I think I'm going to have to maybe make the sizing just a little bit bigger just so we can fit it in better and make that more obvious. That's okay. That's workable. Okay, so sorry, distracted there. So the fairy dust drills. So the darker background of the kitty chews and even on the side box there, that is all fairy dust. How bling and beautiful. And then some of the sort of the edging around some of the bowl, or not that, but all through there. So you've got a couple of colors here. You've got like a lighter purple, and then just sort of edging that purple through here. There's, I'll even bring it up and show you. So it's this darker bit here that's still the lighter of the colors. And that's all the way around. So it's all through here. It's all up through here. We've got lines of it through here. That big section through the middle there. Sections of it through here too, and a little bit down the bottom. That's pretty. And again, it makes sense. If it's a porcelain bowl, you kind of expect it to reflect the light a little bit. So I do like that placement. We've got a tiny little bit of it just on the sides here of that ice cream container. But that looks like it for that one. Very nice. The next we have the lighter of the cream colors. Now that I've had another look at this cat, I can see that there's a lot more creams to it. Obviously the shadowing. I was still imagining it was going to be a lot more of the white, but I can see why they've done that. So I'm anticipating that there's going to be some of this surely through the cat, but maybe, maybe not. All right, so uppercase U. There's a little bit up through the ears, sort of just around the side, edging the ears. and a little bit on this side as well. Tiny little bit just at the top of the nose where their nose does get that little bit of reflection. Okay, nothing else in the cap. Okay, we've got a bit through here, which is, that says vanilla for the ice cream. So it just over the top of the vanilla, that's going to be all of the fairy dust. And then big chunks of it. So this is, this says milk. Down here, there's a whole section of it. I'm going to assume that's where the condensation is on the bottle. That's pretty cool. And then around the edge here and just around the base of that container. Where you've got this, I'm going to assume that's like a checkerboard pattern on probably the table or the bench. It's sort of quite a big chunk of it, like around the edging of it. So all of the squares have that. All through there, all around there, a bit up through there, and a bit around there. That's nice. Very good. Next one was the darker one, and that was a lowercase n. So with our kitty chews that I didn't know were chews, this whole section is going to be it, and just up the top there and around the sides here of our cat chews. At the bottom of our vanilla, so you've got the lighter one up here and then the lower one underneath it, and then it's also part of that ice cream around the side there and in some of our cookies, because where would we be with a Spangler kit without cookies, right? A little bit just there, a little bit through here, and again on the bowl, the decoration of the bowl, so it's sort of going around that. That's nice. And a little bit just at the edging of the milk container behind the cap. That's pretty good. Last one is that white, that 3865, and it's the usual symbol of the white background with the black dot in the middle. So we've got where you can see that bright light through here. Some of it is 3866, but part of it is 3865. So that's going to be really bright. And just a little bit around here, a little bit around here. This is the one that's going to be in the cap. Okay, we've got a little bit through the pores through here. So basically those two colors that I talked about, they're what's going to be in combination through this whole area. So part of it is going to be that normal drill. Part of it is going to be the fairy dust. So we've got little lines of it on top of the pores. And we've got lines of it up through here. Oh, especially the whiskers. Of course, the whiskers. That's cool. We've got a little bit through the chin area, a little bit through the forehead area. We've got the whiskers coming up and the whiskers out the side, and then just little random bits of it just through here. So it's just going to really bring out that shine, isn't it? Oh, and where the cat's got their paw up, obviously where the paw bends, there's a big chunk of it there. That's cute. Oh, I like that one. Okay, so this is sort of our, I'm going to say non-traditional Randal Spangler kit, but it is called I'm Not Fat, I'm Fluffy. So cute. I'm interested that they didn't do anything with the centerpiece. That was interesting. I would have expected that to have it, because it's usually, like when you've got a cat collar, there's usually like the metal or a bell or something on there. So I would have expected something with either ABs to give it some real bling, or even some of the metallic drills. So I might have to go looking through my stash and see if I have anything. I will say I don't think I've got too much in the way of the blues, so maybe I won't be able to do a full upgrade. But interesting that they didn't touch that. They sort of went more with the background. Sorry, sidetracked again. So Diamond Art Club, a Randal Spangler. I didn't even go around the canvas. Oh my goodness. So sorry, guys. Okay, up the top, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. We've got one legend down this side, one legend coming up from this side. It does have our socials here. It's got our lifetime warranty. Oh, sorry. It's got our socials down here. It's got our lifetime warranty over here. And then this is the really important bit. So this is the bit that gives you the copyright information. So Diamond Art Club have paid Randal Spangler to use this image in a diamond painting, which I think is really, really important. We should be paying our artists for their work. But it is just the reminder, it is a round kit and it's a 55.6 by 55.6 copyright with Randal Spangler. And another cute little thumbnail. As far as stickiness goes, yeah, normal Diamond Art Club quality. I would expect nothing less. Okay, guys, so if you liked this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Please put those comments in the description. Put those comments down below. I really do like reading them, and I love it when you guys are engaged with us. So if you like this kit, if you have this kit, if you want this kit, if you've done this kit, all of those things, pop it down below. But otherwise, don't forget to subscribe too. Sorry, thumbs up, subscribe. Have a good day, guys. Have a good week, and we'll see you in a video really soon. Bye.